Coach, what was the difference in today's game?
I think our defensive intensity, regardless of what the rotations were, we played a lot of people. We're starting to get a lot of our bodies back. But I think our defensive intensity and our ability to keep Elizabeth City off the glass, off the offensive glass, was really, really and truly what made the biggest difference for us. Elizabeth City is statistically the best defensive team in the league. They have held opponents under 56, 57 points a game. They lead the league in field goal percentage defense as well as block shots. And so for us to be able to come in and know that we needed to do a good job being consistent from an offensive standpoint was really important. And I think we did that throughout the entirety of the game. We had a little lull at the end of the first quarter, but we picked it back up when the second quarter started.
Talk about the second quarter. Second quarter, third quarter, they combined for 12 points, 6
Yeah,
points.
I was looking at the stat sheet, and for most of the game, I'm sitting and I'm watching and I'm just making sure our rotations are on point. We're boxing out, our rotations in the traps are right, and our offenses are going right. And so when I look down and I see hey, we held them to 6 in both of those quarters, that's outstanding. Anytime you can hold a team under 10 for a quarter and then multiple quarters, then if your offense is being consistent and getting good shots and knocking down those looks that you get, then you'll do a good job of kind of stretching out whatever lead you might have.
Jay, you spent a lot of time at the 4 today, Chriselle, inside. For you, talk about fronting the post and then knowing the trust you had in your teammates to have your back, because that was probably pivotal in this game, is not letting their post players get going.
I would just say when you prepare well, you stay ready. So all week we've been preparing, about defending on the interior, and then it all fell into place during the game. We emphasize help defense and we emphasize front of the post, and we're always going to have physical games, especially the next couple games coming up. So when you prepare well, you play well. So.
Chriselle, talk about your defense today.
Well, like how we was talking about with the help defense, that was very important and vital today. And what makes it go well is when we have teammates who talk to each other about it, and it makes it easier with the communication.
Do you feel like your offense is coming along a little bit too?
Yeah, I'm starting to get more comfortable with the sets and stuff. So yeah.
Coach, talk about her offense, because it seems like she's starting to take more shots and add more moves to her offensive repertoire.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is something that the coaching staff and her teammates have pushed her through. Chriselle has got a very good skill set. I think she maybe spent a lot of time just being a defensive player and a rebounder, but I'm just constantly trying to drill home to her, hey, when you get it, your foot from the basket, girl, shoot the ball. And just be confident and comfortable with being ready when the ball is coming, because you're going to get opportunities to score the ball based on the offense that we're in, as well as the people that you're playing with, because not just from a low post, getting low block touches perspective, but also when guards are penetrating, just being ready to, catch it and lay the ball in. And so I think that Chriselle's confidence on the offensive end has really and truly just continued to climb the more that she's feeling more and more comfortable with finishing right around the rim.
Was this a statement game? You guys come in tied for 7th in the Atlantic region with Elizabeth City, and beat them by 20.
For us, I think the one thing that we've been preaching the last 2 weeks is keep the main thing the main thing. Is it a statement game? Possibly. Is every game a statement game? Potentially. But what's the most important game?
The next game.
At the end of the day, every game you play, you got to come out and be ready, because within this conference, on any given night, you can be beat by anybody if you don't show up and do what you're supposed to do. So again, is it a statement game? Potentially, but we want to go out and play Lincoln basketball day in and day out. And so, for us, it's just a matter of going out and being consistent with what it is that we're trying to do.
Jade, I think it's probably been about 6 weeks since you played a basketball game. What was it like to get back out there?
It felt good. Finally getting the rest off and be able to come back and play basketball. I just love the game, so it was just fun. I had fun today, and I think our whole team had fun today. Especially this is probably one of the games where we have everybody back. really excited to get back on the floor. So.
Any final comments?
On to the next.